Innocent until 3 babies, 3 adults, man. This is so crazy. I don't know what Sheriff Grady Judd has to do with this, man. I mean, come on, man. It's happening in our world, in our country. So obviously everybody's tuned in. We have an opinion. It's just so heartbreaking, man. I actually was scrolling the feed, and then I seen a picture of one of the babies, the little girls that was, and it's even hard for me to say this, that was killed in that situation, that was murdered, man. And that's it. That was enough for me, man. Yesterday on Twitter, Brian from News Nation, I finally unfollowed the dude, man. I'm so sick of him. But he's rushing to put out the information, and then he rushes to put out the names of the victims. And someone in his comment section says, hey, man, are you sure that the families are even aware yet while you're putting these names out? And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm on his head. I told him, I said, no, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if the family members are aware, because for these people, this is only clickbait. Like, this is how they make their living. So they're trying to drive traffic to their media company. They don't want any other company to say, we broke this story first. That's why News Nation is always coming out with these BS stories talking about a source. They want to drive attention to their media company. Attention drives revenue, right? So they'll say and do anything. So no, I can't confirm to you. I didn't speak to Brian. I can't confirm to you that he didn't assure that the families were aware, made aware yet that their loved ones had been victims. But I'm gonna tell you, he posted it so soon. It's hard for me to believe that anybody at News Nation even attempted to research, investigate, or reach out to the family members and find out, right? Which makes my point, man. Sheriff Grady Judd, man. Number one, I don't necessarily like this dude. I think he's a diva. I know a lot of people are high on him. If you don't know who he is, I think he's down there in Tampa Bay, or well, I should say up there. And they do a lot of great work, man. I cannot knock his policing. I cannot knock his policing. The dude solves crimes. I'm gonna tell you something. We don't really care for police like this. A lot of people don't care for police like this in America right now. But this guy right here, he doesn't. And I'm saying they don't care for police. We don't care for police because of the bad habits that they have. But I can honestly say for this guy, he doesn't discriminate. He doesn't really outwardly display any of these bad habits. I remember that was long ago, a sheriff, I think in Nevada, somewhere, Las Vegas, he was making the male inmates wear pink to humiliate them. These type of things that we hear in our justice system going on with law enforcement officers and the courts and stuff, the injustice, it was all about rehabilitation for criminals, for people who break the law. We're supposed to rehabilitate these people. All of this is going to my point in this video. We're supposed to be trying to rehabilitate people. Now, obviously, some people are going to be beyond rehabilitation, but that is supposed to always be our goal, no matter where they're at. And it's obviously turned upside down. So like I say, I can say for him, he doesn't represent outwardly, at least, and I've been keeping up with the guy for a while now, the part of our justice system that's been turned upside down. This guy does great work, like I said. My problem with him is he's a media diva. He always has to be in front of the cameras. But I also play devil's advocate against myself and say, man, everybody's going to be in front of the cameras. You got the Brian Intens, you got the Nancy Graces, you got the Ashley Bainfield. You're always going to have people in front of the camera, different types of people. So it is good to have great voices in front of the cameras. My issue with him is that he just seems to rush to the camera every opportunity he gets. He seems like, why are you in front of the damn camera talking about something that happened in Nashville, Tennessee, sir? That's not your domain. It's not that you don't have an opinion, like I said earlier in the video, we all do, but get your ass, man, share your opinion on your social media platform and get the hell out of here. Why am I bringing Sheriff Grady Judd up and giving you my opinion on him? He said some very pertinent things, man. I gave him a hard time, I always will, because I think he's a media diva, but he definitely said some very important things, like prepare. He referenced how all public schools have security officers there, but private schools don't, and he said, hey, man, if you have a school, then you have the money to hire resource officers. And I'm suggesting that you do before this tragedy that happened in Nashville comes to your city, your town, your school. The problem with that, Sheriff Grady Judd, if we were sitting in front of each other, I wouldn't tell you that's bad advice. I wouldn't tell you that's not something that should be said. The problem is that we can't just leave it there. We can't just say, hey, putting officers in schools is the end all be all to this situation. It's not. It is not. I don't even know, we got the different sides of the gun control debate argument You know, and I don't even know if outlawing certain guns, making them illegal, banning them is the answer. I think it would help, because we hear about these countries who don't have, you know, so many weapons and things, and when they have even mass terror, it's one of the countries just had somebody stabbed 3 people, but they're alive because they only got stabbed. So I'm sure controlling guns more would help, but then again, would it? Because America is flooded with guns. Like, you can go get a gun anywhere. You don't got to have a legal gun. Just because they ban them legally doesn't mean the guns are going anywhere, right? So if controlling guns is the answer, then making laws and different laws, of course, that will help. That will push the, you know, button a little forward. But how much is it really going to help? Is it going to stop anything? We're just going to get illegal guns and still do what we've been doing. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm a Christian. I'm really a fanatical Christian. So my answer to most everything, man, is going to be the best answer is that we just love each other better, man. Now, let's talk about this 28-year-old man, right? Let's talk about this 28-year-old man who went into this school, murdered 3 children and 3 adults. And I don't know if he was trying to murder more, or, you know, I don't know what happened. I know the police released a video. I don't know why in the hell they did that. I wouldn't want to see that. If that were my loved one, I wouldn't want the whole world watching them being slaughtered like animals. I don't know. But once again, I'm pretty sure they have their reasons. Sounds like some BS to me. I don't know why they felt the need to release that video so quickly. First and foremost, I've been trolling feminists on social media because just like in sports, while these female guys are over there kicking y'all butt, now y'all want to tell us, oh, it's not fair because they're men. Sweetheart, that's what we were telling y'all when y'all tried to force it down our throats, that we had to accept whatever identity they chose to assume. That's what we're trying to tell y'all about these damn mothers that are taking their very toddler babies and saying that my baby wants to have a sex change operation. My little son doesn't want to be a boy anymore. He wants to be a girl. And it's so ironic that all of this damn transgender stuff, and little kids at least, is by and large just y'all trying to make boys girls. I know what the hell it's about. Y'all, it's more misandry. Y'all just hate manhood. That's all it is. That's why y'all can force it down our damn throats. I mean, you got millions of platformers, millions of campaigns saying, if the guy think you're a damn woman, you need to respect his pronoun. But every time something peculiar happens, like they kicking y'all ass in sports, or they running in schools, murdering people, we got to remember they're men. That's not loving people, man. All you guys are out here doing, and I know I harp on this and I harp on this and I harp on this because y'all harp on men. And I'm trying to tell you, there needs to be some balance, because all y'all do is cater to women. I'm on the damn Facebook the other day and on a post totally unrelated, got nothing to do with me, and I scroll down in the comment section and I see a guy. He's like, man, every damn thing in the world is about women. Trust me, I'm not the only one to notice it. It's just that we are in the minority of the people that are willing to call it out. And this ties into this situation is because, first and foremost, I'm saying we, I don't even know this young man, this 28. I'm calling him a young man, because what I was saying I was trolling him on social media about is saying, nah, that's a damn woman. These violent women out here, because y'all forced it down our throats that these were women if they said they were women, and we had to respect that. Even if it meant disrespecting what we believe and what we stand on, we had to disrespect our own morals and our own dignity and our own core values to subscribe to what you guys wanted. That these were women. Y'all were out front leading the charge, saying that this had to happen. That's not love. That's bullshit. You feed into this mental disorder, whatever. I'm no doctor, but that shit is crazy. And now, I'm not saying that's what caused this young man to go into that damn school and shoot and kill these people, but I'm saying, damn, it's going to be hard to convince me that type of logic and that type of thinking then contribute to it. If I think I can just say I'm a damn woman because I feel like a woman and think I'm a woman and I can mimic female behavior, then damn, it ain't no telling where that rabbit hole can go. I'm not surprised if it goes into me going into a school and murdering kids. Now, obviously, let me throw that out there. Obviously, the great majority of mass shooters and school shooters have not been transgender people. Obviously, they have not been women. I'm not naive to that. I know that. I know what's going on. But we're talking about this situation. If we were talking about the Parkland shooting and yada, 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 all of them that I can't call out because there have been so many, rest in peace to all the victims, prayers for their loved ones. If we were talking about that, I would approach it from a different situation. We're not a different angle. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this situation. And I think, remember, this is innocent until. I'm speaking from my vantage point. These are my opinions. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying these are my opinions. I think we need to start confronting foolishness. And I don't think, maybe you probably don't need to call it foolishness, but when your son walks up to you saying, I feel like a girl, and so I'm gonna, hey man, let's talk. If that's the ultimate decision you make, I can't stop you. You're human. You can do what you want to do once you become adult. This young man was 28 years old. If that's the decision you make, hey, cool. I have super gay friends. I don't have any transgender friends. I got one gay friend. I call him my little brother. He used to do my hair when I had dreads. He used to twist it. I used to intentionally go to him, even though it made me feel uncomfortable, because I wanted him to know that, hey, man, you ain't bringing none of that gay shit to me, but I love you, bro. I love you. I don't love nothing about your culture or your lifestyle, because I think it's anti-productive to humanity, but I love you, and I'm not going to cut you off. I'm not going to be in your face telling you how I don't like homosexuality. We ain't got to do all that. You know how I feel about it. I know how you feel about it. I think that's love. I think that's how we get people to see that they can open up to us, and they, instead of going into a damn school shooting people, you could tell, man, I'm mad as hell at these Christians. I'm mad as hell at my teacher. I'm mad as hell at men. I'm mad as hell at women. We need to be able to express these things. The problem is, for me, number one, y'all always know I'm going to say this, we don't love each other well at all. We don't love each other well at all. But practically what that looks like is everybody being too damn busy to stop. We all have our own platforms. We all have our own pages. We all have our own thoughts and posts, and we all want everybody to come and see what we're talking about. How many times are you checking on people to see what they're talking about? Not because they're agreeing with you and your thoughts and your opinions, but to check on people to see what they're talking about, how they're feeling. How many times when people are talking to you, do you slow down and listen to what they're saying, the heart of what they're saying, instead of jumping out the window, ready to respond and just engage the conversation? We're too busy, man. My man told me the other day, it had nothing to do with like this conversation or interacting with people, but it did, but it didn't. He said, bro, take your time. I'm planning to get me a necklace made saying, take your time, because when I say we don't slow down enough to love people well, I'm one of those people. We're just moving and moving and moving and moving. And in the interim, a lot of people are not being able to avail themselves to us in our circle. People that we say we love, people that love us, people that we say, hey, if something is going on, if you need to talk, you can come and talk to me. But then they call your phone and text you, it's like, hey, all right, hit me back later, I'm doing this. Hit me back later, I'm doing this. We always got a great damn excuse why I gotta be later, and I can't stop right now and slow down and love my brother and sister. I don't know what happened in that damn situation. I'm gonna stay away from it. I wanted to make this video and I didn't want to make this video. I made it. I'm praying that this is it's too much tragedy, man. My heart can't take that. But I have to wonder. Did this young man have an abundance of people that he could go to at any damn time and say, hey man, this is what I'm feeling like? Even if he has to admit, I wasn't not recording that time. I actually didn't hit the stop button. But as I was saying, man, even if he has to admit, hey, man, I'm feeling like going into this place and shooting up a bunch of people, did he have anybody that he could go to and say that? Did he? I realized while editing this video that I missed a very key point. That is the point. Allegedly, the school shooter, and I can't remember his name right now, but allegedly he was seeing a counselor or a therapist or something, or on some type of meds. He had a connection with a doctor. It is being reported. I can't verify that. I'm just telling you what's been reported. It's also been reported that he messaged at least one friend. You can see it right now on the screen. And maybe even a couple of friends, and said, hey, this is about to happen. Number one, I want to say this. We are not obligated to be anyone's babysitters, right? My opinion, we should babysit our love and make sure that we are, disseminating it carefully and compassionately and lovingly. Y'all know I like to say all of that stuff. We should babysit our love and make sure we, giving that out, right? Dividing the pie. But other than that, you don't got to babysit nobody. But the point is, a lot of us are surrounded by people who say they love us. A lot of us are surrounded by people that we say we love, but they don't feel like they could come to us. Listen, let me tell you what happened. My point right here. He messaged people. You can't force nobody to tell you what's going on in their mind. And most people, if they're going to commit an act of terror, they're probably not going to tell you unless you're in on it, right? So my point is this right here. Just make sure you're doing everything you can to let the people that you love know that if they have something heavy on their heart, they can come to you, and you're going to listen with concern, compassion, and love. not with passive ears. Just do everything you can. The Bible says, as much as it depends on you, live at peace with each other. The Bible says, esteem others better than yourselves. Just do everything you can to let the people that you claim to love know that they are never alone. So if they make decisions like this and they leave you out of it, or if they just tell you on the back end where there's nothing you can do about it, at least you have the comfort of saying, I love the people I love. A lot of us are not going to be honest. We're not really loving the people that we say we love. A lot of us are not going to be honest. This is your opportunity. If your ears are hearing this, this is your opportunity to correct that. Love the people that you say you love and make sure that they know you love them. I think it could save a lot of lives, not to mention heartbreak. I was listening to a trial the other day, man, about the lady. Oh man, which trial was this? The lady killed her husband, but I'm trying to give you guys specific details and I can't remember. Either way, she hired some hitman to kill her husband or whatever, and they did it. And I don't say that callously because they really killed her husband. Like, a human being is not with us anymore. But the guy that she was dating, because they were married, they were married, but they were going through a divorce. And the lady was making the divorce contentious, very contentious. You weaponizing the kids, the whole nine. You can go look this up. I'm not making it up. I wish I could. You can't look it up because I'm not telling you what happened. But if I remember, I'll put it in the description. But I have no reason to lie to you. But while they were separated and going through the divorce, she started dating another guy. So this guy's on trial. At the trial, he's on stand giving his testimony. And the title of the video is this amazing guy. He's testifying. He's amazing. That's the title of the video. And he gets on stand and he sounds so articulate, and he's a little high-minded and arrogant in my opinion, but he's very articulate, he's very straightforward. Great witness if you ever want to witness, right? The only problem is he details how the thing, and I think it might have been Dan Markle. Don't quote me on that, but I just, because now I'm telling you about it, I just keep remembering hearing him repeat the name. So it might have been Dan Markle, but he's on the stand and he's saying, hey, the same things that Dan said he was experiencing, the toxic things, she's doing to me. Everywhere we go, she's making it her business to try to slander his name to everybody that we speak with or come in contact with. We can't go on a date. We can't go to church. We can't go anywhere without her bringing up. Yep, I'm almost sure it was Dan Markle now. We can't go anywhere without her bringing him up and telling everybody that he's this and he's that. But it's the same thing she does to me. And then he goes on to say, the attorney asks him, did you hear her make a joke saying that her brother bought her a TV instead of paying for a hitman because it was cheaper? He said, yeah, I heard the joke. She made it in front of me a couple of times. Cool. All right. It's a joke. How far do you take that? I'm going somewhere. Stay with me. Then the attorney asks him, is there another occasion, I can't remember how the question was phrased, but is there another occasion where she referenced her husband's death? He said, yeah, it was. And the attorney said, tell us about it. He said, she came to me one time and told me that her brother tried to hire a hitman to kill her husband, Dan Markle. If it's not Dan, y'all forgive me, but I'm almost sure it is. And then he just keeps testifying. Dan Markle is dead. If the husband is dead. Let me say this again to y'all, because just in case you missed it. He said prior to the murder, the woman that he's dating came to him and said, not only did her brother make a joke about buying a TV because it was less expensive than a hitman, he also tried to literally hire a hitman. This is what he's testifying to. And then the man gets killed. And everybody from the creator who made the video, I think it was Mentor Lawyer. I might be wrong about that, but check it out. Mentor Lawyer, you'll see the guy testifying. In the comment section, just talking about how wonderful this guy is. And I'm just sitting back thinking, I'll give you one more tidbit after I tell you this. Bro, you said she told you they were trying to kill the man? And the next tidbit is she ended up breaking up with him. She kept telling him he would want to go out on a date, or he would want to just talk to her, and she kept telling him, hey, give me a week, and he's just waiting on the string. Bruh, you telling us all the hell she put that man through, she's putting you through. You're telling us you're getting close to her kids, and she's weaponizing the kids against you, just like Dan is saying she's doing against him. You're telling us she came to you making jokes about killing him and her brother hiring a hitman, which was not a joke. You made it clear that the second time that was not a joke. She was being very serious. But not only did you still want to date this woman, you didn't try to inform the law enforcement personnel at all. You didn't try to tell nobody in authority. And the guy actually ended up there. Bro, you not no damn, you just like the cops in my baby Marcelina case, homie. You could have saved her. You could have saved him. She came to you and told you, and you could have saved him, but you didn't. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He literally could do. If somebody comes to you and say, hey man, I hired a hitman, or somebody that I know tried to hire a hitman to kill this person, ask yourself, what are you gonna do? I hope it wouldn't be nothing. I'm not telling you what to do. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I just hope it wouldn't be nothing. I might not go to the cops. I might just tell the person, hey, I'm just gonna be honest with you. They said this. Why wouldn't I? They're trying to kill somebody. That shit ain't cool. I just want to go back to, if I'm honest, I can't remember how I was trying to tie this story in, but it's just about loving people, man, and not, that's how I was trying to tie it in. He was, in my estimation, he was so caught up in loving that woman and wanting to be with her in a relationship that he was not concerned for another human being's actual life, man. And I think, inadvertently now, I'm making a harsh accusation here. I'm going to repeat what I said. He was so concerned about what he wanted that he actually became a willing accomplice. I know that sounds hard and harsh to say, but I'm just thinking, bro, if someone is coming to you joking about killing someone, and then they come to you seriously saying this same person, someone on their behalf is trying to hire a hitman to commit the murder, and you do nothing about it, I don't see how you aren't an accomplice to murder, man. I don't see how you aren't. Which was very superficial, and he didn't even end up getting it in the end. Before she went to prison, she broke up with him. So you didn't even she was stringing you along while she was telling you they were trying to kill a man. So you were already on the verge of not getting it. And you definitely didn't get it in the end, and he still lost his life. At some point, we have to stop and slow down and say life is not all about what we want. Let me slow down and pay attention to my brothers and sisters around me. Let me slow down and think about the men and women around me. I'm not saying that you should be consumed with them, because some people are so consumed with other people they never think about themselves. I'm talking about drawing a fine line in the sand and having some balance here. I have to wonder, man, when I think about this shooting, did this young 28-year-old man have an abundance of people that he could, because everybody said we're all surrounded by people, man. What the hell are you in my, that's why I ain't got no friends. That's why I be by myself. If I gotta show all this alone and y'all around talking about y'all love me, what the hell are you here for? I'm just gonna go over here before we end up not loving each other no more, because I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I don't think you're loving me. That's not love. Why is it that you love me, but I can always have things on my heart that are burdening me, but you never have time for me to unburden them to you? And vice versa. Why is it that I love you, but you always have things on your heart that'll tear you down and weigh you down, but I never have time to help you carry those burdens? Even if helping you carry them is only lending a well-rounded listening ear. Not, oh, I listen for 5 minutes, you done talking. I listen for 15 minutes, you done talking. All right, man. Especially us Christians. Let me say a quick prayer. We out of here. You know, in hell, I'm going to tell y'all something about me, man. We're going to get this video over with, man. I go out of my way to make sure people are okay. I started to post this yesterday, man. I like being anonymous, because once people know you, they start to expect things from you. And I don't want anybody to expect anything from me but for me to love you, because I want what's best for you. I want God's best for you. And that's all I want you to expect from me. Whatever that means, I'm willing to give it. But after that, I want to go. I do. If that means me hanging around you and whatever, checking on you every day, man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it out of love. Once you're good, I want to go. But I don't want to go until I make sure you're good. I do not want to go until I make sure you're good. I'm not God. I do have a hero complex in the fact that I wish I could save everybody. I really do. Not so I can say I did it. I don't give a damn if people know I did it or not. Y'all still don't know who I am, right? Unless you've been doing some good investigation. So it's not about me getting any credit or recognition. It's just about the people around me being okay, bro. And I feel like that is the world that's the idea, that is the mindset that will make our world better. We just all want each other to be okay, but it has to be practical. We have to actually work towards each other being okay. I think that's Sheriff Grady Judd, a more consistent method of minimizing tragic incidents like this than just saying, hey man, get a resource officer in the school. Hey man, make some new laws for guns. We gonna get guns, cuz. The resource officer can get shot too. I'm not trying to be, harsh here. I'm just being realistic. But what if that shooter loves people and I can't do that. I can't go in there and hurt nobody. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to get everybody to think like this. That's why I said we can minimize. We've turned into a me world, and we can just see tragedy. And the Bible says this. I'm sorry. I'm a Christian. I believe it. I'm not sorry because I'm a Christian. I'm sorry because I know this is going to offend some of you. I'm not. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. But it's what we believe, right? This is just going to get worse and worse, guys. It's going to get worse and worse. I believe that because the Bible says that humanity is only going to get worse and worse. The only question is, where will you be standing when it does? Will you be with the people who are helping and encouraging it to get worse? Or will you be with the people who are saying, no matter what's going on, even if we are the minority, I'm going to love people. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take the time to make sure if my brothers or my sisters need my listening ear, I give it to them. I'm going to be compassionate. I'm going to be empathetic. And I'm going to be concerned for human beings. Because when I say brother and sister, obviously I mean your biological family, but I'm talking about the people around you, the people you work with, the lady you see at the store, the man you see pumping gas. Smile at him, tell him you like his car, tell her you like her nails. Now, don't do that with women because they too superficial. You got to tell women something about their spirit so you can get them off of that superficial stuff. But anyway, just love people, bro. And don't do it so much that you're not loving yourself. I want to reiterate, I'm not saying that. Don't exhaust yourself unnecessarily on people. Do not cast your pearls before swine on people who are not there yet. Some people you just gotta, all right, watch them. I'm gonna watch you from over here. You about to jump off that bridge and fall in that water knowing you can't swim. And I gotta let you do it because but I'm not gonna let you drown, but I'm definitely gonna let you walk off because I have to. I see the type of person you are. But we ain't got to let people drown, bro. And that may have been nothing we could have done to save those victims in Nashville. That may have been nothing we could have done to stop that young man from going into that school and shooting, or any of these schools, or any of these tragedies. That may have been nothing that we could have done. But damn it, I think we should try. And I think the answer is just loving people, bro. Sounds very simplistic, but you'll be amazed. Innocent until